It's a very good afternoon to you all watching RN TV Live. My name is Logos Barbara Dorin, and first are the headlines.
Chapel as a transformational ground at Africa Renewal University. COVID-19 has a profound effect on the youth.
The news in detail. Chapel at African Renewal University has played a profound role in transforming students' life, and very many people have given their lives to Jesus Christ. Our reporters got the details.
Plains Ministry and is a former student at Africa Renewal University.
Hello, my name is David Kusubira, and I serve with the Chaplaincy Ministry at Africa Renewal University.
He explains how Chapel has changed his life since 2016 up to date through the different preachers that mentor during Chapel every Wednesday.
First of all, I would say that the word that I've been impacted with from the preachers who come in Chapel to share with us, it has really impacted my life. I'm a young man who never knew God at all.
Being raised in a poor family helped him to shape his future, because it's through this that he got to join Africa Renewal Ministries for financial support and had Africa Renewal University as his first choice.
Thinking about joining the university, growing up and being helped by Africa Renewal Ministries, my first choice was Africa Renewal University, because again, Africa Renewal University is connected to Africa Renewal Ministries. So
he elaborates how God has not only put him in a better position, but also touched his friends spiritually too.
And giving my story of how Chapel has impacted me. I remember when I came in 2016, I used to live a different life. I was not even in ministry, but today, where God has put me, it is a place of influence. And also, I've also seen that the lives of my friends have not remained the same.
Juan Joel David. I'm a student here at Africa Renewal University, and how Chapel has impacted my life personally. It has helped me to make profound decisions, whereby you come and say, this is the life I want to live. Sometimes we live and say, but all these girls in my DM, why don't I just find one and I nail her down next semester? But coming around believers, it has helped me to know that if you're deciding to follow God, you really have to make the right decision. So the Chapel has really helped me, surrounding around them, to make the right decision that, you know what, if you're sacrificing the world, sacrifice the world and follow Jesus Christ.
He's also grateful that he meets the love of his life in Chapel.
By the way, I would say that also, I got my wife from Chapel. I'm a married man today, and because of Chapel, I would say the first time I saw her worshiping in Chapel, and that is, I don't know, but there's that connection that I got, and the rest is history.
The Chapel experience carries on. Every other student gives testimony of it.
Being compulsory at Africa Renewal University, Chapel has transformed many students, and it's one of the things students are proud of at the university. Therefore, the Chapel Ministry calls upon all students to be part of Chapel every Wednesday. Maria Bridget Nasali, Okelo Roni, RNTV.
Very many youths are affected or were affected by COVID-19 pandemic in all aspects of life, such as education, unemployment, and mental health. And today we bring you a lady who has been struggling, or who struggles and wins till the end. Have a look.
As a result of COVID-19 pandemic, lockdown was lifted, and this forced Barbara, like all other students, out of school.
My name is Logos Barbara Dorin. I would say I'm a victim or a result of COVID, though I did not have COVID, you get. For my story, I was at UCU doing business administration, and I had a challenge of tuition and all that. So I had got off a bit school and was working, you get, trying to see how I would raise money. I was doing different businesses. And so that is where COVID gets me.
She therefore decides to work hard so as to earn bread for a living.
I got pregnant during that time. So the first COVID, the first lockdown, I was working at Satellite Beach in Mukono as with an organization called the Worship Scheme. So when the pandemic struck, we're given a lockdown. The government put up a lockdown, so I was pregnant by then. So we had to open up something like for food so that we could get some income. Yes.
However much others reject the pandemic, she embraces it and calls it a blessing.
For me, the pandemic was like a blessing in disguise.
It was at the same period of time that she gets pregnant, and this forces her to think of getting rid of the baby as an option due to depression and shame.
Of course, I cannot say I wanted the pregnancy. I also tried to get rid of it. Yes. I remember I took 2 sachets of Omo. I don't even care if God said keep it now. I don't care even if God told me I'm going to give you all the money. Yeah. I don't want to hear anything. All I want is to get rid.
Barbara suffers with getting food for a day, and she's only left with eating ash and water for food.
So I went through that. I used to eat ash, this ash of charcoal.
After the pandemic, Barbara gets an opportunity of going back to school even after giving birth. Here comes Africa Renewal University with a scheme of giving bursaries, and this does not leave her the same. She remains grateful to God for her life and her baby's life too.
So blessed be the name of the Lord for my sister, my elder sister, Madame Carol, who looked at me and said, this is potential. And there was an opportunity at African Renewal University for COVID-19 victims, and I was given that opportunity. See how God works it through. And I'm back at school.
Barbara finally advises people out there to trust the process and never to give up. She emphasizes that if one still has the opportunity to walk right, they shouldn't lose track.
My last words to anyone watching, especially a young lady out there struggling, a young girl who does not even know what to do. Anybody, could be even an older person. My words for you is, sometimes you need to enjoy the process. The process is painful, I said, but it's beautiful at the end. Look at me. I am humbled when people look at myself and say, wow. And it's a place of growth. And I also want to remind you that if you haven't done anything that is causing you to be in a hard situation, keep walking right. And if you already made one, like I did, I want to remind you it's not the end of the world. And God is actually looking up to you to be an example out there, to be someone He's going to use. As you know, I like this word that says that the rejected stone becomes the cornerstone. Do you want to be the cornerstone? Do you want to be that person that the world is going to look up to? Is going to use your story to change very many things about life?
It was really a nice time having Doreen around. I think every other girl should learn a lesson from her story. COVID-19 wasn't that easy, but we managed to come back and things are normal. I remain Pamela Mirembe, RNTV.
Yeah, Africa Renewal University is having the 2nd edition of their Media Fest. The journalist students of African Renewal University are having their 2nd edition, and in this, journalists present their skills by profession in different activities such as reporting, anchoring, and many others. The Media Fest memory is of the 4 fallen veteran journalists, and that is Nuriat number 0. Then we have Chaze Daniel, Bale Francis, and lastly, Rosemary Nankabirwa. We have our reporter live in that place, and she will be talking to us what's happening in that area. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, Barbara. Thank you so much. Our dear viewers, thank you for watching our NTV. I'm Pamela Christine Nachiana reporting you live in Afro Chapel at Africa Renewal University. Around me, there are a number of students who have come to participate in the 2nd edition of the Media Fest. This is always prepared and organized by the lecturers and the members of the staff at the university. This is intended to equip these students with a practical work before they go out to the field to practice these activities. And also it is primarily organized by the lecturers to remember the lives of the fallen veterans of journalists, who include Nankabirwa Family, Daniel Chazi, Bale Francis, and Nuliat Nambazila. Around me, Doreen, there are a number of students, but not only students, but also other people who includes the relatives of these fallen veteran journalists and also the lecturers and also other invited guests. As I'm looking around, I can see one of our members. She is a mother in this profession, the mother to the late Rosemary Nankabirwa. Hey, mommy, you're much welcome to this event. I would like just to ask you a simple question. As a mother in this profession, what can you tell the world about this profession?
Oh, yeah. What can I say? I think it's a great profession, and it takes talent. You have to work hard for it, and you have to keep up with the trend.
Wow. And also, I would like to ask Mommy another question. As a mother, what advice do you have to your people, to your children? Because these are already children to you at this event, right? Yeah, what advice can you tell them?
I would say I would tell them to keep up, to follow their dream, to believe in themselves, because confidence is the key to succeeding in journalism. You have to be very confident. You have to do your research so that what you are talking about, you are not beating about the bush.
That's right. This is from our mother, the mother of the late Rosemary Nankabirwa. These aren't my own words, Doreen, but also I would like us to get a word from one of the students in this event, so that I've seen many of them, the competition is real stiff. Okay, Doreen, I'll be back to you. Let me first finish off with this. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much, Pamela, for being there. I would say thank you so much. We've come to the end of a news bulletin this afternoon, and you can meet us at different social platforms, and you can talk to us in our YouTube. That's RNTV. My name is Logos Barbara Doreen. Good afternoon.